Hello, my name is Julian Colvin, and today I'm going to talk to you about the elaborated TPACK model of Cox and Graham. Here we have the original TPACK framework of Mishra and Kohler. They made some updates to it after the initial publication, specifically involving the use of the context circle, but essentially this is the original TPACK framework, and we can see that it has the different knowledge areas, the content knowledge, the pedagogical knowledge, and the technological knowledge in a Venn diagram, and we can see how they intersect to create these interrelational knowledge areas. Well, when the framework was first published, there was a perception that there were some fuzzy boundaries between what constituted pedagogical knowledge versus technological pedagogical knowledge. And so Cox and Graham, based on the work in Cox's doctoral dissertation, created an elaborated model to clarify some of these perceived fuzzy boundaries. So I'm going to be talking about that model, which will be on the next slide. All right, this is a recreation of the elaborated TPACK model. And basically, it looks very similar to the original TPACK framework, but we have some clarifications in here, as you can see in the diagram key. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about each of those clarifications. So within the content area, CK, we see representations. So basically, one way that a teacher can demonstrate their content knowledge is by representing the content in various ways. Similarly, over in the pedagogy area, with our pedagogical knowledge, a teacher can demonstrate their pedagogical knowledge through the use of the various activities that occur in the classroom during the lesson. All right, but really where this framework becomes more useful is in looking at the interrelational knowledge areas. So let's take a look at TPK, which is our technological pedagogical knowledge. And we see that they have AG with T. So what that means is that if you're doing a general pedagogical activity with technology, that is a teacher action that demonstrates that they possess technological pedagogical knowledge. Similarly, in TCK, or technological content knowledge, we have RT with T. So that is a topic-specific representation with technology. So basically, if you're creating a representation that is specific to the content being taught that day, that's demonstrating your content knowledge, and if you're doing it using technology, that's then demonstrating technological content knowledge. Over here in PCK, we have a couple of actions that we can see contribute to a teacher demonstrating pedagogical content knowledge, and that would be our A sub S, topic-specific activities, our A sub T, topic-specific activities, and our RT, again, topic-specific representations. So all of these contribute to a demonstration of pedagogical content knowledge. So anytime a teacher is doing an activity that's subject-specific or topic-specific, or providing a topic-specific representation, that's contributing to their demonstration of pedagogical content knowledge. And over here in TPACK, technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge, we see the same three things that we see in PCK, except we have this addition with T, with technology. So doing those activities with incorporating technology, it leads to a demonstration of a teacher's TPACK knowledge. Here we have the boundaries between some of the various areas, and these are some of the clarifications that I was talking about earlier. So the difference between PCK and TPACK is this boundary right here, and we can see that this boundary is transparency of technology. So in essence, by making the technology more visible, more more obvious as to what is happening with technology, that's delineating the boundary between PCK and TPACK. Here, between the boundary between TPK and TPACK, if they're doing something that is independent of content, if they're using technology as a way to teach, but it's not directly related to the content area, then that is the boundary between technological pedagogical knowledge and TPACK. Similarly here, if we have the boundary between technological content knowledge and TPACK, that's doing those topic-specific representations with technology, but independent of a specific pedagogical strategy. So if you're just having students learn the content through technology, but not really implementing any particular pedagogical strategy, that's demonstrating your technological content knowledge and not TPACK. So hopefully this provides you some more information about the elaborated TPACK model. One thing that's important to note is that the goal of this model is to classify specific teacher actions. So we can see that everything in here is an action that a teacher can take. So the goal of the model is to put teacher actions in a place where they can be shown to contribute to different knowledge areas. It is not about classifying teachers themselves. And the way that Cox and Graham did this was they created a really elaborate flowchart-like graphic organizer where they had different components of the lesson and talked about how they fit into each of the areas of the Venn diagram. And these are representative actions. This is not tied to any specific content area or teaching level. Hopefully this helps increase your understanding of the elaborated TPACK framework and talks about some actions that teachers can take to demonstrate knowledge in the various knowledge areas.